Hello and welcome to week 4 distance learning math. Today is the first lesson. We're going to be looking at mental math. Mental math addition. You might be thinking, whatever, Mr. Ivan, I can do addition. Yep, you did. That's what we studied last week. But today we're going to work on not using our fingers anymore, but doing it all in our head. Well, how do we do that? Let's take a look. All right, let's say I've got a number, pretty simple addition problem, 4 plus 9. Okay, now before you pull out your fingers and start counting it out, I want you to start visualizing things. So to help us visualize, let's take a look at 9. Okay, I can imagine 9 as looking like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and now when I look at 9 that way, I'm going to break it up. I like to break it up into groups of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to put a little line here. So I've got a group of 5 and a group of 4. That helps me visualize it. Hey, wait a minute, what's my other number? Very good. My other number is 4. So let's go ahead and add that to my list. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to start breaking it up into groups of 5. I've already got this group of 5 here. Now I've got another group of 5 right here. 5 and 5 make 10. Excellent. And what do I have left over here? 1, 2, 3. 10 and 3 make 13. So what is 4 plus 9? Why, it's 13. Okay, that's not too hard. Well, let's ratchet it up a little bit more. All right, let's take a look at 94 plus 9. Now, before you start lining it up like we did last week, before you start pulling out a calculator, before you start even writing out 94 dots, let's take a look at that same approach we did last week. Or not last week, just a minute ago. All right. So I'm going to look at this 9 here, and I'm going to write out 9 dots like I did on the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now I'm going to change color, and now I'm going to write out 4 dots like I did before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, just like I did on the last problem, I am going to break it up into groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a group. I can still easily see 5, 5, and 3, and that gets me 13. But wait, I still have to deal with this guy over here, this 9. He's in the tens place. Well, hey, what's 5 and 5? Very good. 5 and 5 makes 10. Well, what's 90 plus 10? Very good. You know that 90 plus 10 equals 100. So I know that my answer is going to be 100 and something. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and write 100 here, because I know that 10, which I got from these two, plus the 9, 90, gets me 100. All right, do I have any numbers left over? Yes, I do. I've got this 3 down here. Well, what's 100 plus 3? Very good. 100 plus 3 is 103. All right, do you see how I was able to do that? I didn't need to line it up like last week. Didn't need to pull out a calculator. By visualizing in my brain the different colors, I was able to get 103. All right, let's do that one more time, this time a little bit harder. Okay, let's take a look at 14 plus 76. Now before we line that up, we're just trying to visualize it, do it all in our head, okay? So, let's take a look at the 4 and 6 like we just did before. I'm going to draw out my 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to change color and visualize in my head the 6 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to break them up into groups of 5. There we go. I have 5 and 5, which give me 10, right? 5 and 5 give me 10. Very good. Now let's go ahead and take a look. If I have 10 here, I've also got a 10 over here that I still have to deal with, and a 7 over here. Okay, now let's just imagine the 7, the 1, and the 1. I'm going to draw out 7 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now I'm going to draw out the 1 and the 1 dots. 1 and 1. How many dots do I have now in red? Well, let's break it up into groups of 5. I have 5 and 4. Well, what's 5 and 4 make? Very good. 5 and 4 make 9. That's part of my answer. Now remember, I was ignoring the ones place because it just has a 0. So I put that 0 back into my answer, and I get 90. All right, guys. So what we're working on today, visualizing in your head how to add these two numbers together. All of this stuff here. All of this stuff in yellow is in my head. The only thing that's on paper is what's in the top. 14 plus 76 gets me 90. Very good. Now give it a try with your homework.